I'm gonna take Colby in this fight. One, I feel like he still wants to compete at a high level. He still wants to compete at a high level. He has a lot to prove after his last fight, and I feel like he's gonna come into this fight really, really motivated, and his conditioning will probably be at another level. So I would probably lean slightly toward Colby if I had to pick a winner here.
I'm gonna lean towards Colby because Tyron is kind of just not pulling the trigger recently, and you watch 2 or 3 fights of him not pulling the trigger. Like, is he gonna turn it around this time? I don't know.
I think I don't know, man. This is very difficult. Both guys really, really high level, but I think Colby
Covington versus T Wood. I'll go Covington, man. Honestly, T Wood is, man. T Wood I fought like T Wood a lot, man. People, if you want to talk about T Wood, I critique myself more than I give myself credit all the time. And I don't care which fight or how good I do, I'm always going to see what I did wrong, and I'm going to want to fix that. But when you go in and fix that in another fight, something else you might do wrong. So there's always going to be fixing. And T Wood, man, I fought like him, man. I've had the power in my hands, and I had it where you're always sitting and trying to let guys come into the power. Kind of what I did to my last opponent. If they fall for it, you land it. If their IQ is able to adjust, they get away. But T Wood is playing like that too much. He's been playing like that a lot lately. He's been sitting back against the cage, and there's been too many fights in a row where he's not drawing and putting his foot on the pedal. He's always playing countering. At the end of the day, he has the chance to land a big shot if Covington fights really sloppy. But Covington is also a really smart fighter. He mixes up the punches and he throws takedowns. He throws more combos. He tries to fight with grit. And he has like the attitude behind him because the way his persona is, he has a little attitude and a little meanness behind him right now. And hopefully he can draw the dog out of T Wood and we can get a good fight. But I think Covington's output is just going to be a little bit too much for T Wood's output.
I honestly think Colby's going to win. I like Colby a lot, and despite his whole crazy, his antics, I don't care for. But I know people always don't like him because of his antics and everything. But you gotta respect him as a fighter. That man can scrap, and he can beef. He's good. He's confident in his hands, so that's what makes his hands a threat. And dude got wrestle. His wrestling pedigree is absurd. He's a wrestler by nature, but he got good hands too. So yeah, man, I think he's taking that fight.
Don't hate me, but I'm going with Colby Covington. I know that he's the most hated man on the UFC roster, but man, that boy knows how to fight, whether it's punching and kicking or grappling and wrestling. So I'm going with Covington on that one.
Yeah, I gotta go with Covington. As much as I don't like his attitude, I'm gonna go for Covington, but you can't leave Tyron Woodley out.
I'm gonna go with Covington. Man, he's always fucking throwing. He's always throwing. If we can get old Woodley back, I think he'll take it. But Woodley, the one that backs up a lot, Covington will take it.